know you that bitch, I think that you should brag more. Shorty don't get tired, she fuck till her ass sore. Caught that nigga cheating, what the fuck you sad for? Get another nigga, babe, that's what you bad for.
Hello everybody, welcome to Everything You're Afraid to Say, but I'm not. My name is Priscilla, and I have an amazing guest for today. Make some noise for Malik. I hope you all are ready for this show. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
I don't think y'all ready for real.
Listen, he said we ain't ready because today's topic, I hope you guys are ready for this show. So the last show was, can an independent woman submit to a man? So I brought Myra on here. You know, she was in a relationship and she gave her perspective. Today we have a man, because all the men was making, ooh, you don't have a man on there to represent us and give it to us our way. So I brought him. Yeah, he was one of them. He was one of them. Boo, boo. Now I brought a man in, and we're going to talk to him today. We're going to talk to Malik, and he's going to let us know, why do men want women to be submissive? And what does it look like for women to be submissive?
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's do it. So why do men want women to submit?
All right. Now the honest question.
The real honest.
A lot of y'all women, I'm gonna say, don't even know is, we don't work that hard for y'all to submit.
Okay.
It's a woman's thing about submitting to a man. Men don't stress ourselves out about if a woman's going to submit or not. Because honestly, we feel like y'all know if y'all going to submit from the beginning.
We do.
Exactly. So
we do.
The real men, because there's a lot of little boys out here that still trying to figure shit out. Real men know for a fact that y'all running y'all movie after that first date. After that first, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about if you gonna submit or not. You already know if you gonna submit or not. It's just about if I'm gonna fall into like what you got going on, like what I'm gonna do. Like it's up to me at that point. It ain't about how y'all feel, what y'all submitting to. It ain't no such thing as submission. It's about trust. It's about, you know what I'm saying, having an open mind. Okay. It's about, you know what I'm saying, wanting different. Because y'all already going off of what y'all been through, what y'all experienced already. And you meet a man who's showing you something different, that's what you're going to submit to.
Exactly, the difference,
follow.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to want to see. That's what you're going to want more of. But if you with a man who, just like every other nigga, got this or doing that or hear that, you're not going to submit to that.
You're not. Because it's like, it's the same, like, he's just like every other man. Why? What makes you different? What makes you different? Why should a woman submit to you?
Me, personally, I feel like I'm different because I don't follow no trends. I don't care about no social media. I don't follow what's new. I'm really an old soul. Like, I can delete every social network that I got right now and be happy and still live a successful life because I take care of my kids. I take care of myself. Like, I got responsibilities. I don't care about the world. And that's the difference in my generation and this new generation of what's normalized. Like,
this new generation is crazy.
New generation normalized a lot of things that older men, more mature men don't condone. We don't get into. So when this what's the word you just said? Submitting. See, I don't even think about the word because it's not in my vocabulary.
First off, the word, I feel like a lot of women take it out of context. Yes, ladies. I'm you know, I'm the voice for y'all, but I'm talking for y'all because some of you guys take it out of context and it's like, submit. Like, I ain't your slave. I'm not bowing down. I'm not doing this.
That's the first thing people think of. Like, when you say you want a woman to submit, they think the woman supposed to just follow behind everything the man do. No.
And it's not.
That don't even make sense.
And that's basically what I was saying last time. I'm like, my whole thing is, I'm an alpha. I'm an alpha woman. Yeah. Like,
real men want an alpha women.
They say that. They say that. Listen, I had to turn down my whole how assertive and aggressive I was because it's like, let me be the man. And it's like, okay, well, you're really not really leading me.
But only thing that does is polish the ego of the man that you're dealing with. Because if you got a man who you know is not leading you properly and you feel like you got to tone yourself down, that's not the right man for you. Because the right man, you're not going to have to change nothing.
I'm not, yeah.
Real men know that if you doing what you supposed to do, the woman that you deal with is going to flourish in whatever she's already doing. She's not going to have to change nothing. She's not going to have to follow you. She's not going to have to try to be what you want her to be. She's already going to be exuding that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then when you exuding yourself as a man, carrying your responsibilities like you're supposed to, it ain't about her following you. It's about her walking with you. That's what y'all feel.
Partnership.
Like, submission is really a partnership. It's a trust. It's about accepting the person for who they are and actually going on. With, like, come on now. Like, this new generation is blinding our generation.
Yes.
Very much so.
Yes.
This new generation is really poisoning our generation.
The new generation is horrible.
Yo, it's people older than me who I sit back and look like, bro, get off the internet.
Yeah.
Get off the internet. Because if you didn't have that internet, you would be a whole lot more stern.
Exactly.
You would be a whole lot more sturdy. This internet
Social media is destroying everything.
It's destroying relationships.
Yes.
And worse. People think it's okay to say, fuck my baby dad, fuck my baby mom, fuck the, like, what? So when I was a young boy, I used to see my grandparents dancing. They used to dance. These new generation, the niggas is dancing like the girls. Like, what is going on? Like, no, this shit crazy. This shit crazy.
Yeah, well, yeah, some of the men now, they're a little too sassy and it's like the roles kind of reversed in this and it's like, what is happening? Where are the real men? Where are they? I know they still here. They out there. It's like and I feel like that's the thing. We're not being presented with a real man. And that's why what I was saying, I'm like, if I'm presented with a real...
One thing I do want to add, not saying all women, but I am going to say to an extent, a lot of women these days are comparing men to other men. You're not supposed to do that. There's no, like, me personally, I feel like men don't have individuality anymore. Like, honestly, I feel like all men are categorized as the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like... regardless of the age, men have certain character. Men carry themselves a certain way. So when I'm compared to another man who I don't do nothing like, just off the strength that we men, I feel disrespected. And that's how a lot of us real men, and I'm going to put it in air quotes because y'all women got this real men, fake men, sassy men. We
do. We do.
We don't feed into that. We don't feed in it. We don't indulge in it. We don't spice it. We let y'all run y'all movie because we know that we going to run into the right one. We going to run into the one that's already focused up like where we at. We not worrying about the internet. We not worrying about this relationship, that person, none of that because we know it's more important shit to go, you know what I'm saying, going on in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, people just easily distracted. The internet is just destroying the world. Like, I feel like this topic itself is because, like, this new generation internet and how they carry and shit. Like, not taking nothing from, you know what I'm saying, us, our generation, but we are engaged in the internet with this new generation. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we are indulging in these topics. But at the same time, we can like
make it our own. Put a twist on it.
We can shift it to where as though it's not, you know what I'm saying, destroying us. We can shift it to where as though it could be a learning experience. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like we can learn from this.
Because I have a lot of younger, friends, female friends, and it's like I have to let y'all know, like you have to submit to that man. Like it's not, and that's what I say. Like take the word out of context. It's not like, oh, he want me to do this X, Y, and Z. Yeah, that's your man. If he's your man, he's your leader, he's your provider, he's your protector. Why would you not want to submit to him?
Right.
Why not? Like I'm submitting hands down. What you want, baby? What you want? I'm submitting hands down to my man.
As men, like when we go into a relationship, we got our intentions too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say like all men is just like straight, all right, I'm gonna fuck this bitch and I'm gonna do that, or I'm gonna go party here and I'm gonna do that, or I really want to be with this girl. Like no. All men don't think the same. Every man has their own perspective of what they want personally out of each woman. Okay. Y'all gotta remember that. Not saying that y'all like don't think about that, but y'all gotta actually remind yourself like, oh, this man could be worried about something that my ex wasn't worried about. You know what I'm saying? Like this man can actually be focused on our future. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta remember all men are individuals at the end, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day.
All women as well. Women are not the same. Every woman is not the same. So what is it that you look for into a woman for, like what is it that you like, okay, you met a woman and it's like, okay, what is it that you look for in her. And it's like, okay, she the one. Like,
I only speak off my personal experiences, my personal
all.
things. So what I'm about to say is just me personally. I ain't speaking for all men.
Okay.
Me personally, I want a woman who's goal driven, who's a mind full of like entrepreneurship. Like she want to work for. I don't want a woman who wants to work for somebody her whole life. I want a woman who wants to be at home, taking care of herself.
Okay.
Like I want a feminine woman. I don't want a woman who wants to go take over the world. No, I want you to take over your life.
A stay at home?
No, I want her to be. I want her to be in control of her life.
Okay.
Basically, what I'm getting at.
Just be free.
Be free.
Be able to do whatever. Go whenever she want to go. Do whatever. Okay.
So that's,
I like
that's
that.
where I'm at. Like, I don't want a woman that aspires to work a 9 to 5 her whole life.
I
don't want a woman who aspires like you can have a career, but let's talk about ways you could take that career and start your own business.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I look for when I don't like me personally. I don't look to what's normal in society. I don't care what's normal. Because what's normal now ain't what's normal. What was normal 10 years ago.
It wasn't. I don't want to hear
20 years ago. So I don't follow the norms. I don't follow what's popular. Like me personally, I seen my grandmother not work for 50 years. My grandmother never had a job as long as I've known her. She never drove a car. I never seen her behind the wheel.
Really?
But I seen her cook a meal. I seen her go out with my aunt. They go out the AC. They live their best life at the same time. And my grandfather took care of home. Not just her, but us as the grandchildren. He took care of him. He took care of him, her, my mom, her siblings, us. And still to this day, like grandkids, like that's what a relationship is to me. A man who gives his woman the space to be free, to be her, you know what I'm saying, and be in her feminine energy. Like that's what that's what a woman should be. Like I come from a generation where women didn't work. I mean, granted, women had jobs, but it wasn't normalized to throw a woman into the workspace. My mom, she worked her ass off, but at the same time, that was because my dad wasn't the fuck there.
Okay, so she,
you know what I'm saying, she had to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's a difference in these relationships these days. A woman is like not even relationship.
A lot of women, we have to work.
Women have to work. That's the thing. Yeah. If a woman don't work, she won't eat.
Nope.
That's life.
Yep.
Back in the day, it was men that stepped up like, oh, no, you ain't gotta work. Take care of this house. Yep. Build our foundation. That's what I look for in a woman who wants to build our foundation. So when I say I want my woman to think entrepreneurship, I want her to be thinking about how she can expand our businesses.
There you go.
I go work a 9 to 5, saying real quick, stack a couple dollars, because guess what? Once that money get right and we invest in our businesses, I ain't gotta work no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And fuck retiring, I could quit.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the goal. Like that's what a relationship is. It's not about submission. It's about teamwork. It's about building. It's about being goal oriented. Like submission.
We're one.
Exactly.
We come together as two, and we become one. Let's get this money together, baby. Let's go. Together. Give me the rock. Give me the rock. Like, let me go.
But see, these kind of things, the new generation never been exposed to this before. Yeah. Like you got to think, my generation was exposed to women being at home. Like not fully to the extent like the generation before us, because our grandmothers was really at home. Like
they want to be they like the women that like I'm outside tonight.
No, real rap.
I'm outside tonight.
Back in the G, like our grandparents was at home. The women their work was taking care of the family in the neighborhood. Like they fed the neighborhood, if anything.
So the women nowadays they ain't taking care of home. No. Well, they're not because they outside.
I'm not gonna speak for all of them.
Yeah, because we can't. Because I can be outside and I can be at home. You gotta be able to
multitask. It gotta be some balance. It ain't no balance these days. I'm outside tonight. Girl, why you can't go in? Yo,
why you can't go in? Like once you got your man and it's okay, we're going outside or whatever. Go in and cook for your man. He gonna order something? No, I'm no.
Yo, it be the women. It be the women who be like, no, I cooked and then went out.
No.
Did you eat?
No. I'm sitting there.
Look, all right, you cook, but did you sit down and eat with your man?
I'm sitting there. I'm talking to my man, baby. How was the day? You know, what's going on? Like, I'm getting into, I want to know what, you got to be a listening ear for your partner. You got to be there. You don't know what men go through.
On a daily basis.
I'm a woman. I wouldn't want to be a man. I don't listen, I can just understand. I couldn't even walk in your shoes.
You say I get it from a distance.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my gosh, I get that you guys deal with it a lot. So it's like, if I can be there for my partner just by listening and cooking and just, you know, whatever it is, making sure I suck them off good. I gotta go, but
look, and
pull your pants down.
And the right man is going to initiate all of those things. You ain't going to have to over exude yourself.
Yeah,
that's another thing. Like these days, it ain't no real men. It's a select. I got some homies. Listen, I was about to say I got some homies who real stand up guys, man. Like I got homies that's they married. They taking care of their household. Like they not taking just care of their kids, but they're taking care of their woman's previous kids. Like I know some real stern men. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we few and far between because we get overlooked.
Yeah, you right.
We get overlooked because we so chill, or he boring, or he nonchalant. Like that's another word that get used. Like he think he nonchalant. Like why I gotta be nonchalant? Why I can't just have a regular personality? I don't follow the trends. I don't think that's entertaining just because everybody think it's entertaining.
So you get that a lot, that you're nonchalant?
No, not nonchalant, but I do get like, I'm an old man.
Okay.
You know, I
you're
can be
old
boring.
soul.
Yeah, I can be boring.
Because you're not more like with the younger.
Times. Yeah, I'm not too into what's popular at the time. So I do get that a lot. Like I'm definitely a grandpa.
I'm forever,
I accepted it years ago.
I'm forever young, baby. I'm forever young. Like, no, I'm...
Nah, and that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Like, I don't try to force my homies to be like me at all.
Yeah, because
like,
you're you.
Yeah, and that's one thing about me. Like, anybody who come around me, who chill with me on a daily basis, whatever, they'll also tell you that I don't want them to be like me. I teach them to be better than me.
That's what you're supposed to.
I teach them to be better than me because I didn't really get like this until like I got like 24, 25 and start having kids. Then I'm like, all right, let me.
You got such a baby face.
Exactly.
I thought you was like, gosh, Leah, I thought you was like a good 25.
For those who still trying to figure out how old I am.
He's single, y'all. He's single.
I'm 32 years old. I will be 33 December 27th. King Capricorn.
Oh, big Capricorn, toxic energy.
Yeah, I carry
toxic Capricorns. Oh, God.
All Capricorns ain't talking. That's them January Capricorns. We're going to let it be known.
When everybody say, it's the January. It's the December.
No, December Capricorns, I promise you.
Caps is all the same. Y'all about your money. Y'all about your money. I'll give y'all that. Y'all is like a freaking...
I can definitely show you how
Jamaican.
to get some bread.
Yeah, you want to have a million one jobs. That's one thing I would say. Capricorn men and women, they're going to bust their butt. They're going to work. Yeah. That's one thing I like. They a little freaky. They a little freaky, but they stern about their money.
We bump heads with other Capricorns though.
Oh, okay.
Capricorns don't work. It don't work.
Yeah.
My son's mom is a Capricorn.
Oh, God.
Only reason I'm saying this to tell y'all, if you a Capricorn, don't date another Capricorn.
Well, they always say that don't date your sign, but yeah. I feel like it depends. Well, so I'm an Aries. I wouldn't date.
Sheesh. I keep forgetting you were Aries. Yeah. Both of my kids are Aries.
My
son and my daughter. They 10 days apart. They both Aries.
When their birthday?
March 30th, my daughter.
Oh, March the 30th!
Stop playing.
Oh, March the 30th.
Yeah. March 30th, my daughter's birthday.
Oh my gosh.
And April 10th is my son's birthday.
Oh, you got a March and an April. Oh, that's so funny. But I would never date an Aries because Aries are whores.
What? Wow. Sheesh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I never dated an Aries.
Very flirtatious. The men and the women, we're all the same. But the women, as they get older, they change. But the men is
more reserved.
The men is just still the same.
Outside.
They still, they outside. They still the same. And Aries, we get bored fast. Men and women. We'll get rid of you so quick, fast, in a hurry. Like, we can say we love you, and then you do something, you out of here. And I hate that. That's one thing I hate about my sign. I don't like that. I dislike that.
I'll be honest. Outside of my kids, I don't really know too many Aries.
Really?
I don't personally know any Aries. I never dated an Aries, so I don't know how the Aries move.
Aries and Capricorns, we're compatible. I had... Probably, y'all know I'll always be in relationships. Y'all know I have my few. But not like a relationship with a Cap. It was more so, they both was obsessive over me. They were very obsessive. They were hard workers. But it was just, they too obsessive.
Okay.
Like, and I don't like that.
Okay, like they wanted to be with you, on you, in you, around
yes.
you at all times.
Yes. So why you talking to him? Why you doing this? Like, whoa.
They was January Capricorns, wasn't they?
No, December. December. Yeah. So, but then it was like a friend that I was just, whatever with, and he was cool, but I don't think I don't think I. It's whatever. I don't think I get too well with Capricorns. But big cat.
I mean, listen, I ain't gonna talk down about whoever she talking about, but we all ain't the same. That's all I'm gonna say. All Capricorns ain't the same.
Okay. So I got a question. Can a woman who is better off financially than you be submissive towards you?
Yes.
You think so?
I do believe so, because it's not about what you got, it's about what you want.
Okay, but because women that's better off financially, they have the tendency to like look down, look down at you, like, oh, I'm up here. You're not supposed to be like that, especially if y'all going be a partnership.
One thing, some men like myself, one thing I know is a woman wants to feel accomplished.
Yes.
And not saying that a certain like duty, a job, or anything. She just wants to feel like she's accomplished, like she's like established to an extent. So if she's dealing with a man who's less established than her, she's already going to feel like, okay, I got to do this, or I gotta feel this type of way. Like, she's gonna feel like she gotta over exude herself for that man. Like, she's gonna feel like she either gotta do for him more, or she gotta teach him how to do better for herself.
Absolutely right.
That's gonna come from that woman, because she's gonna feel like she's more knowledgeable than him. She's more experienced. She's gonna feel over him, and that's understandable. But at the same time, I do feel like it could work, because as a man, we had to take the accountability of being who we are and where we are. Like, if we run into a woman who's more established than we are, we gotta have the confidence to want to learn from that woman.
Exactly, you gotta learn.
We gotta have the outlook and the optimism to think, okay, she probably could teach me something.
She can,
or she could put me in position to do something. Like, you gotta certain
have
men,
that mindset. Yes, please.
Like, it's a drought. It's a drought on us, yo. Real rap.
And he's coming from a man.
It's still men.
It's still
men that think like this. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that we being overlooked and we being, you know what I'm saying, categorized with men who don't think like this, we don't say too much about it. We don't over exude ourselves in the situation. We let y'all run y'all movie. We let y'all carry, because we know in time we're gonna find the right one. It's gonna fall in place as long as we do what we need to do. Continue doing what we gotta do. It's gonna fall in place. We're not chasing nothing.
Okay. That's
one thing. Real men ain't chasing no woman. He's not chasing the image. He's not chasing none of that. He's carrying himself in a manner to, alright, I knew in time I'm gonna be in a situation, I'm gonna be in the right room, I'm gonna be in the right place there. I'm gonna meet my right lady. That's where I'm at with it. Okay. Growing up in Philly, the dating pool has piss in it.
We just said that. Yeah, you should. Yeah.
I don't want to get in it.
If you in Philly and you trying to find your man, soulmate, I know you're not here in Philly, baby. I know you're not here in Philly. We gonna find each other.
Look, I tried.
I tried. Yeah. See, he just now told me, he was like, he's not dating no more women in Philly.
No. One thing I am gonna say, my reasons is, and I can use this as an example. I just got out of a real bad relationship, right?
How long were you together?
We was together for like a year.
Okay.
About a year, but we've known each other for years. We should have been friends before this relationship. Like, that's
where y'all went wrong at.
That's where we were wrong at, because we was kind of friends, but it wasn't a relationship type friendship. Okay. And then it just turned into it gradually, and it just
y'all was just having sex.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to say friends with benefits, but you're saying that's what it was. Sex. That's what it was. Yeah. But it turned into an intimate relationship. To where as though, me personally, I thought we was actually building something. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm making plans for us, not just me and
was my she situation. Making plans as well?
Nah.
So
and that's why it didn't work.
So what did she want? She just wanted to continue on being friends with benefits?
Yeah.
Oh, you wasn't the one.
No.
You wasn't the one.
No, I'm not going to talk down, because I did go along with it for a while. Because my thing was, I'm not searching for nothing. So I got this chick right here that I know she gonna come chill. We gonna do our thing. We whatever. And then at the end of the day, she gonna go do her thing. But I'm satisfied. I don't.
So what do you think you was slacking? You was slacking something, because I don't know no woman who wants to. You get a man and you're not gonna continue on wanting to be. As soon as I get, I'm very delusional.
She knew from the beginning that she didn't want the relationship because of the things that I wanted out of the relationship. She didn't want. Example, I want more kids. She don't want no kids.
Okay.
I want to get married. She not thinking about marriage. She outside. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to set.
Y'all had a lot of differences. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She wasn't ready to settle down.
Okay,
you know
she was still having fun.
Basically.
Okay, was she younger than you?
To an extent, but not too much younger. But my thing is, once you hit a certain age, you can't use it because you a couple years younger than somebody.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Like, no, my thing is, once you hit 25, we're going to say a specific number. Once you hit 25, you can't use your age as an excuse because you should be well experienced to enough to know what you want out of your life.
You should.
Like, you shouldn't be sitting back looking at what somebody else doing, trying to figure out if they going to do what you want them to do. No, you should already be working towards that. Like, that's why I say it's certain men who let women do what they want because y'all know how y'all feeling from the beginning. So, like, for example, if a woman goes into a relationship knowing that a man can provide, the man can protect, the man can do everything she asks him for, but he's not overly aggressive. Like, he don't yell, he don't grip her, all that extra shit. Like, he talked to her like a
It's
lady.
okay. I'm the aggressive one, so I can handle that.
But not all women can.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that'd be something for a woman in the beginning, and she'll look at it like, damn, like, I like everything about him, but he don't.
So that'll be the red flag.
That'll be the red flag from the rip.
First of all, women, that's dumb as hell.
But it's women like that.
Like, why would you use that as a red flag? He have all these good qualities in him. But because he's not aggressive, he does all this stuff. He's a leader. He's a provider. You know, good sex, good. You know, we gotta throw that in. He's attractive. He do all the things that we want. But I'm not saying this is the only thing. But something as little as him not being overly aggressive or too laid back, and who cares? If you're an aggressive woman, you grip his ass up. You take charge.
And it's funny because it's some men who like that.
Exactly.
It's some niggas who okay with they women talking crazy and smacking the shit out of them. Like,
I don't want to smack my ass.
I ain't one of them, but it's niggas out here.
What you say? No, I don't.
Niggas who like that shit.
Yeah, I like to be in control, but I want to be respectful of my man. I want to treat him like a man. You're a man. You're not a woman. I'm not with a bitch. I'm with a man, and that's what I want. So it's like, if I have to feel like I'm wearing the pants, that's when I kind of go to the right.
And see,
I don't like that.
That's one thing about these men. All right. So now, just to flip it, say it's just the exact same thing, right? The exact same thing with the man. From a woman's perspective, why don't y'all just be like, no, it's not gonna work.
Oh, I say that.
Like, no, I'm not saying you.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying I do.
It's a lot of women who will be looking like, damn, this nigga just ain't aggressive enough, but he got that bag, or he's slinging, or he connected, he can do this, he could do that, but he not aggressive enough. So I'm gonna fuck with him, but guess what? I'm gonna fuck with this nigga and that nigga too. And I'm still gonna do. I'm not committing to no. Like, it's women who really think like that. I do got
friends like that.
Damn, this nigga got everything, but he gonna be my nigga for this. Like, what?
We do. We put men in different categories.
Category.
We would categorize a man so fast.
Don't let that nigga go do something like that, because then he gonna be every name in the book.
Yeah, exactly. We will
every
put
name
you
in the book. You
what?
catch him with another chick.
Oh my gosh.
Don't let you see him in somebody's DMs. He every name in the book.
Because the men, y'all so goddamn thirsty. That's the problem. Y'all, don't get me started. The men is y'all thirsty. Thirsty as hell. Y'all want us to submit, and you and every woman DM, and you everybody that walk past with a fat ass, them eyes is on her. Like, you thirsty as hell. Like, who would submit to a thirsty ass man like that? No, absolutely not. I feel like I really submit to all my men. Well, not all of them, because they're.
I said, really?
No, the last two. Yeah. I was submit, but they were doing everything right, so that's why. They were providers.
Right. So let me ask you something, if you don't mind me asking, why it didn't work. If they was doing everything right and you submitted and all of that, why he ain't married? Why he ain't proposed? Like, 'cause that's another thing a lot of men is not doing. Men and I'm going to come at us. We're not dating to marry no more.
They not. There you go.
Like, outside of what these women got going on, because these women, they'll do us how they want to do us, but at the same time, men, we got to have that mindset already. Men don't step into dating to marry. Men step into dating to see how far it could go, and then, like, no. If I ask a woman to be in a relationship with me, I already know I want to get married to you. It's just everybody that simple. Yeah. Not all men think like that, but you got to think back in the day. Like, I keep saying back in the day because I grew up around my grandpops. Also,
yeah, but
I spent a lot of time with my grandfathers as a youth. You know what I'm saying? They taught me a lot of good things. Like, it taught me some morals and shit. So, marriage is obligatory. There's no way you can go into a relationship with a woman you don't see you spending the rest of your life with. Because at the end of the day, it's just a fuck buddy. Yeah. You want to get technical, y'all just fucking and being friends. Like,
my brother, not to cut you off, my brother told me that men already know right away if a woman is wife material. Is that true?
That's fact.
Okay.
That's fact. But it gotta take that right man, because all men don't look for a wife. So it has to be a man who's already well intentioned to say, okay, I'm looking for a future with a woman. This woman look like she got the right traits. If men go into it thinking that way, okay, you got a good man. But you got men out here that's like, all right, yeah, I want a chick, I want to be in a relationship and all that, but they not thinking 5 years from now.
They not. That was my. I feel like 10 years
from now.
That was my problem because
so that's what I'm saying about men. Like, when we get into a relationship, we thinking long term already.
Not all men.
Not all men. Yeah. I'm just saying, real men. I categorize myself as a real man, and I got some real brothers around me that's real men. We think long term. Right now, I got an 8-year-old daughter. If I step into another relationship, we gonna talk about what's gonna be going on. My daughter is 18. We're not just talking about what we got going on. Yeah, we got goals and shit, but I'm working to where as though my daughter will be established when she's 18. Yeah. So this relationship has to coincide with that.
Yeah, you want a future with this person.
Exactly. Yeah. A lot of people don't think like that.
And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people nowadays, they're just having sex. They're in it just for whatever they can get out of it. Yeah, it's because it feel good. Yeah, it feel good. But then, what about in a month? What about in a year? What about his goals? What about her goals? What about short term goals? What any of that? Nobody don't get to be friends. On that. They don't. No, it's like, damn, her ass is fat. Or you drink, you like Don Julio, what do you like? Like, that's it, that's all. So that's my whole thing. You asked why I'm not, I did all those things right. You gotta ask the man. Exactly. Clearly he wasn't. They wasn't real men.
But you ain't even had to tell me that.
Yeah, clearly.
You didn't have to tell me that.
Yeah, they wasn't. I did, and it was times I sat there and I'm like, damn, I did all this. How the hell? I did all this right. And so
I'm gonna give you one jewel that my grandfather gave me when I was younger. He told me, if you dating a woman for more than 30 days and you don't know if you want to marry her or not, you don't want to marry her. Yeah, you don't need to be with her.
Because you just said men know right away.
If you dating somebody for a month and you don't know, like you don't have a clue what your next 6 months going to be like, or you don't have aspirations about what you want it to be like, y'all not supposed to be together. Yeah. Y'all not. Because it gotta be some long-term goals. You can't be in a relationship with somebody and not have long-term goals. Exactly. It's just not possible.
It's not going to work. Impossible. If I'm in a relationship, my whole thing, I'm planning, like I was telling you, I get a little delusional. You gotta be. You got to. I love manifesting. So when the manifest, you gotta be delusional. So I get delusional. I'll sit there and I'm like, baby, we're going to Houston and we're going to do this and you're going to have this and we're going to do. And I really be meaning it. I be believing it. I'm the type of person, whatever I say I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's like, yes, I want my future with you. So, yes, I don't care we together for a freaking month. I love you. We're going to be together forever. Like, you ain't not leaving me. Like, we're going to be together. Like,
but no, that's for real. And it might sound crazy, but that's literally logical thinking.
You have to think like that.
That's logical thinking. That's a normal thought process because when you go into a relationship.
Why would you be in a relationship and just think like, oh, I don't see no future. Oh, he's just good for this moment. Or we'll see what happens next week. I'm not seeing what's going.
I don't want to see shit.
Yeah, I want to see you next week, next month, next year. Yeah, we're together forever. Like,
you gotta have that thought process. You gotta already think like that for it to work.
No,
you already gotta think like that.
And that's the problem nowadays.
That's why women don't submit.
That's exactly why women
this up. That's why women don't submit, because y'all men aren't going in with intentions, with a plan, with like real intention, with goals. Men aren't going into these things and actually sitting these women down, because these women could talk to their motherfucking face turn blue. Mm-hmm. But if it's a man that's going to sit there and say, no, that's not logical. We should, or we can, or we could, we should. Like, what should y'all be doing in a relationship? And it's building goals, having plans for y'all future, having plans for y'all kids. If that's in it, like ahead, y'all shouldn't be thinking about right now. Y'all already doing what y'all doing for right now. Yeah, you gotta remember. Us two sitting right here, I'm going to use us as an example. Mm-hmm. Us two sitting right here on this platform for this podcast only happened because both of us had an idea to do this kind of thing previously. Mm-hmm. We didn't just meet up today like, yo, let's go run and do this podcast. Mm-hmm. No, it's not going to work that way. Yeah. You have to plan ahead. You have to have structure. It has to be something before you take that first step. You can't just take a first step
jump into something
without properly preparing. Like, and hold up.
Preparation.
5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I'm a little tongue-tied because they gave me this glass of wine.
Hey, don't be blaming it on
proper preparation prevents poor performance. And I stress this to my homies. I stress this to my brothers on some real shit. Yo, you gotta be mentally prepared. You have to be physically prepared. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You cannot just go into things thinking it's just gonna work out just because you want it to. No, don't. You gotta be prepared to
put in that work.
Always.
Please be prepared to put in that work. If you want a woman to submit, you heard what Malik said. You already heard what I had to say. But it's women out there that will submit. They will submit with no problem.
No problem.
And Malik, we want to thank you for coming. Yes. And you got to shout out your gram and let everybody know what you got going on.
Spitter_ABE. That's my Instagram. ABE Spitter on all platforms.
Spitter.
Yeah, just follow me. Stay tuned. That's
follow him. Big Capricorn energy, ladies. He looking, he's single. He want a woman that's going to submit. If you that woman, big spitter.
Slide in my DMs. I'm single, y'all. I'm single. Slide in DMs.
Well, we're going to wrap this show up. Thank you again, Malik. And remember, follow us on all platforms. Subscribe, like, share with a friend and a friend and a friend. Take care. We talk to y'all soon. Peace.